Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy read. Let's get started right away. It's a beautiful day in New York area. Maybe you can hear the birds chirping. It is not it's not the background sounds, it's real life outdoors, and I'm definitely going for a walk after I'm done with this reading. So let's get started with an oracle message. After that, I'm gonna go into tarot, and the last question today is gonna be about messages in love, guidance in love for each of the twin collectives. So we will use the love oracle for that. All right. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy eclipse day. We had solar eclipse happening today. For my time zone, it was around 7 a.m. Yours could be different. Even if you didn't actually see it, you still feel the energy. And yeah, and it's actually quite impactful. I missed it myself, I'll be honest with you. I'm not super good at getting up early, and in this particular case, I actually went to bed really late. So I set the alarm clock, I totally missed it. But it's okay, it's not a big deal. I could probably see it where I am, but that's okay. It only lasted for like 15 or 20 minutes as well. Like it's like that small fraction that kind of like, if you look at the sun, then that moon is kind of like passing by just like a corner of it and went away. So it wasn't big, you know, it was like a small part of the sun that was covered, and it only lasted not that long. But anyway, yeah, the energy is here, and if you have a chance today to spend some time in nature actually, or at least with your meditation practice, with your mindfulness practice, that's gonna do you so good, because the energies are very intense right now, so it might feel unsettling. Plus we're still in Mercury retrograde, so you may be feeling a little edgy, a little anxious, you know, things might not necessarily go according to plan, like stuff like that, you know, and it just might be extra sensitive today. Feminines, your card of the day is All That Glitters, number 16. So think about the what's it called? The justification of your choices. Why are you making certain choices? Why are you choosing to spend time on specific things, activities, relationships in your life and not on others? Be very conscious about it. Maybe do a little inventory of where you are. And by the way, the Mercury retrograde time is really good for that, right? What are your priorities and why? You know, if you put together a list of different things that you could be spending time on, why are you choosing like this 3 or this 5? Think about it, and maybe you'll find that some of it is due to an obligation that you have towards somebody else. Some of it just like part of the routine, and deep down you don't want to spend time on it, or you don't even want to do it, but you still are, right? Like there is some kind of other reason that doesn't really align with you, but you're like, but you know, it's part of the process. This is just what I do. And maybe you haven't asked yourself that question for a very long time. It just became automatic for you, right? So now is the time to look at that again and see if it's still valid. Maybe it was 6 months ago, 2 years ago, but now something's changed, and you know, see if you can bring in some fresh ideas, fresh activities, you know, something else that inspires you, that sparks you, that, you know, gives you that passion, that drive, kind of nurtures that drive in you. That was number 16, by the way. And for masculines, we see peace. This is exactly what I was just talking about with the energies today, and how important it is to go into your mindfulness practice and find that peace. So to me, this is more about this than anything else, and that's how I see it for today, right? Like, don't worry about getting a lot of stuff done, checking off the boxes, right? Or if something doesn't go according to plan, you had plans to do this, to do that, was maybe an ambitious plan for today, and you realize that, I don't know, maybe the weather is bad, maybe the other person just canceled on you last minute, maybe that fitness class you wanted to go to got canceled, right? And you're like, oh, I had such a great plan, like, oh, it was supposed to be a great day because I was going to do all these things. And now it's like, but everything happens for a reason, first of all. And second of all, you immediately got some time freed up for you to spend on your mindfulness and wellness. Maybe that looks like spending time with family. I don't know. Like I said, if you have time to go outside, connect with nature, please do that. If not, a meditation, a prayer, or even taking a nap in the middle of the day, just because, could be very supportive and very helpful at this time. And once you're more centered and rested and joyful, you'll see new doors opening up, you know, and your day may end up being much, much better than you thought it would be, was the original plan, I mean. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Yeah, we're close to the Taurus season. The Empress is the energy, has the energy of Taurus. But yeah, also it is about embracing the energy of the creator. And yeah, you can unparse it and interpret it in several different ways, and I invite you to do that, whatever that means to you. But Empress is that highly potent energy that doesn't really need much from anybody else, right? Like, she's very self-sufficient, let's put it that way. And not only self-sufficient, but actually ready to share that. Because she's so potent, it's like, I don't have scarcity, right? Like, I can give you what I have now because I can make more of it. That kind of idea. So if you could maybe embrace more of that energy for today, that would be great. And then we have the World. Yeah, so look at all these major arcanas. I mean, big cycles are closing, new are opening. Today we also had, like, the solar eclipse is the event that happens during new moon, and we had just had that new moon in Aries that also primes us to start building something new that we care about, something that satisfies us, that fulfills us, and that represents us. That's the vibe. Feminines, your energy today is the Fool clarified by Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's enough sitting in pity, in shame, in pain, you know, in suffering, and just, I don't want to say feel sorry for yourself, but that comes to mind, so I'm gonna say it. And you know, none of us are immune from that, and I fall into that sometimes too. And I feel that, you know, if it comes to me, that it's actually a lot better to acknowledge that rather than pretend like everything's fine, because that's not a solution anyway. But you acknowledge it, you sit with it, you maybe talk to your inner child, maybe you reframe, you know, the situation differently, and then you find peace with it and you move on, and you don't want to have that baggage with you, right? That's exactly the Fool energy. Drop the baggage, drop that pain. You don't want that energy to be with you in this new cycle. You want to be able to travel lightly and to have some fun with it, you know, to take some risks even. Not feel daunted because, you know, you just went through a lot of stuff. Not just maybe it was a year ago, but you're still thinking about it for some reason. And look at that, we have Empress again. Masculine, your energy is Two of Pentacles clarified by the Empress. And honestly, this to me has a little bit to do with that Gold That Glitters card, was the whole hustle and making choices. It's like, make choices that actually fulfill you, that feel relevant, that feel aligned, where you feel like you are delivering value, right? And you feel good about it. Like, that's really, really important. Not just like doing things just because, or because somebody asked you, but because it feels right, because it feels good to do this, you know? And also that it fuels your creativity. There we go. Additional question for today is Queen of Cups clarified by High Priestess. So yes, there is certain amount of feminine energy here, and both of these are water, so it's very sensitive, very sensual. And you know, when it comes to the connection, you may feel a little more sensitive these days, right? And sensitive, like I'm getting this melancholic vibe, right? Or maybe sentimental, like nostalgic, but there is some kind of sadness, like I remember how much fun we had doing da 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 da, and now this person is not with me, and I'm sad, I miss them. Or I have these visions and dreams of what our life could be if we were together, but we're not together, and I'm sad about it, right? It's like there is something here about witnessing and acknowledging certain emotions. And for a lot of you, it might be sadness. For others, it might just be the feeling of, it's not boredom. I'm trying to find the words for it. It's more like when you are, you know, it's kind of overwhelming, and you're not even necessarily, you don't know necessarily where it's coming from, you know, but you're just like in that sea of emotion, right? So what do the feminines need to know about this? Chariot and Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, yes, these are very opposite energies. But what I would say here is, no matter whether you choose to sit in one space and be and watch and notice, or you decide to just go full speed for whatever you want to go, stick with that flow. You know, you set that intention and you take action in accordance to it. Because if you decide, I don't know, I want to start a new business, or I want to get fit, or I want to travel a lot more, I want to see the world, and then in reality you're just pushing that away, or you're trying to play it safe and you're like, oh no, I can't go traveling like in the next 6 months because I have da 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 da, or oh yeah, my business, but you know, like how much time do I need to spend on it in order to it's starting to give me profit? I'm not sure that I'm ready for that free investment of my time. You know, like, think about these things. You know, what are you setting intentions for? And this is new moon time, so it's important to be very mindful even of what you're thinking, feeling, and saying, you know, intentions that you're setting, because even if you don't really take it seriously, that's the energy you're sending out. So the universe always takes it seriously, right? So look at that, look at it from that angle, so it actually aligns with then what action you're taking. For masculines, what do they need to know? We see the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, both major arcanas. Yeah, so the universe is bringing in the Hierophant and the High Priestess are the couple, by the way. It's like the priestess and the priest, if anything. So for the masculines, they notice all these feelings and emotions that maybe they even acknowledge are on the feminine side or intuitive side, and they're quite unfamiliar. And it's like, well, where is that structure that I'm used to having, of how do I, like, what do I do with all these feelings and emotions? How do I turn them into something actionable? The universe is bringing in some answers, divine masculines. And for now, enjoy the process, and yeah, it's gonna come in divine timing. For now, learn more about that feminine side, about that high priestess energy, about sitting with your feelings and emotions. Not necessarily needing to fix it, to change it, to whatever, right? Like, just observe from different sides, different details. Okay, let's get some messages in love for divine feminines watching. Not today. Yeah, there is some kind of space between you and what you want to achieve. And don't think that it's your responsibility. It's just not the divine timing right now. More cards here. Twin Flames and Coffee Cup. Yes, there is going to be an invitation, and there's going to be something fun happening with your person, right? This will be a surprise. So let it be a surprise. Don't rush it. Don't push it. And don't feel sorry because it's not happening right now. Like, especially with that energy that we just saw, the nostalgia, the sadness, something, right? What could have been, what's not there, right? Like, it's just not meant to happen today, but it will, it's coming. Just, it is for you to stay grounded and stay in your body with it, you know, with it, just generally, right? Like, not get carried away with something that is not real yet. And give it some grace time in terms of the divine timing and how things, like, more things are supposed to work together, both in your reality and in your person's reality. for it to then work out. Maybe even waiting, the divine, the universe is waiting for the Mercury retrograde to be over, so that you don't end up meeting and then having an argument and then, pushing each other away for the next year or so. What do we have for the masculines? Kisses. Aww. Give me some clarification. Okay, we got love call. Oh my god, yes. So some kind of love related, either messaging or a conversation or even a date, where there will be some closeness, some intimacy, something sweet here. So masculines, if you're having that nudge to call your feminine, to set up something romantic, please do. If not yet, then go with the flow and create something that in your life that shows more love towards yourself and towards others. Because when we imagine yourself, you've already called your feminine and set up that date, right? And then we start stressing about how the other person is gonna see us. What are they gonna say? Are they gonna like what I'm doing? Are they gonna want that kiss from me? Like all this stuff, we're immediately jumping into how the other person will see us, right? And what are we supposed to do so that they see us in a good light or something. And instead, the focus should be, what will I enjoy? How would I like to go for it to go? What will inspire me to give this person my kisses, right? Like, get that vision in your head, and also continue doing something loving towards yourself every day. Like specifically, okay, now I'm having, my spa ritual. Now I'm, preparing a nice meal for myself, or even getting a takeout, but it's gonna be something good because I'm treating myself, Or, I had that huge workout at the gym. Now I'm gonna do a nice stretch so that my muscles can recover, right? Whatever those, like, seemingly we don't necessarily see it as an act of love, but whatever that self-care is, or going to bed early enough so you actually have your proper 8 or 9 hours of sleep till the time that your alarm clock is set for, right? Like, that is so important. And the more you exercise that kind of care and love for, that's also Empress energy, by the way. The more you exercise it towards yourself, the more you're gonna see that reflected from other people and from the universe in general. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you are new. And I will start posting the horoscopes this weekend, the horoscopes for April, on my other channel. There is a handle in the description box. I love you all, and until next time, bye.